Okay, Hare Krishna. We continue our discussion on Bhagavad Gita, but before that, we are just discussing about Shiva because today is Shivaratri. So this is the shloka from Srimad Bhagavatam, Panchama Skanda, chapter 18, and shloka number 9, 5.18.9. No, that is Bhagavad Gita. So this is in a different book, Bhagavatam. Okay, don't worry about all these things right now. Just listen, whatever is being conveyed. Swastyastu vishwasya kalaha prasidatam dhyayantu bhutani shivam mito dhiya manascha bhadram bhajata dadokshaje आवेश्यतां नो मतिरप्यहैतुकी May there be good fortune throughout the universe, and may all envious persons be pacified. May all living entities become calm by practicing Bhakti Yoga. For by accepting devotional service, they will think of each other's welfare. Therefore, let us engage in the service of the Supreme Transcendence, Lord Sri Krishna, and always remain absorbed in thought of Him. In simple words, the translation looks very lengthy and complicated. In simple words, what does it mean? It means that we should all wish for auspiciousness for each other, for the entire world, and even if the other person is our enemy, we should wish for auspiciousness, for their welfare. How? By thinking about Krishna, by thinking about Vishnu, by thinking about the devotees of Krishna and Vishnu, and by discussing those topics with each other. That will spread the auspiciousness. Krishna Nama Mangalam, Krishna Katha Mangalam, Krishna Bhakta Mangalam. So when we discuss about these topics, the Mangalam will be spread. Amangalam will be removed and Mangalam will be spread all over. Okay? In the musical programs or even in Harikatha programs, when they conclude, what do they say? Mangalam Kosalendraya Mahaniya Gunatmane Chakravarti Tanujaya. I can class it. Sarvabhaumaya Mangalam. That means we do that. We sing that Mangalam to say that let there be auspiciousness for everybody. Okay. So this word Shivam, we have been hearing since our childhood. But nobody knows the meaning of the word Shiva. So when I just wanted to spend few minutes to discuss that meaning so that it gets registered in our mind. Shiva means auspiciousness. Prahlada is using this word, Shiva. Okay? Okay, with that we will begin our Bhagavad Gita recitation. Bhagavad Gita Chapter 6, Dhyana Yoga, Ashtanga Yoga. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Anashrita Karma Phalam Karyam Karma Karoti Yaha Tasanyasi Cha Yogi Cha Naniragnirna Chakriyah Yam Sanyasam Iti Prahur Yogam Tam Vidhi Pandava
किं संन्यासम् इति प्राहुर्योगं तं विद्धि पाण्डव।
न ह्यसन्न्यस्तसङ्कल्पो योगी भवति कश्चन।
न हि असन्न्यस्यस्तसङ्कल्पो योगी भवति कश्चन।
आरुरुक्षोर्मुनेर्योगं कर्म कारणमुच्यते।
आरुक्षोर्मुनिर्योगं कर्म कारणमुच्यते।
योगारूढस्य तस्यैव शम कारणमुच्यते।
योगारूढस्य तस्यैव शमा कारणमुच्यते।
यदा हीनेन्द्रियार्थेषु न कर्मस्वनुसज्जते।
यदा हीनेन्द्रियार्थेषु न कर्मष्वनुष्यते।
सर्वसङ्कल्पसन्न्यासी योगारूढस्तदोच्यते।
सर्वसङ्कल्पसन्न्यासी योगारूढस्तदोच्यते।
उद्धरेदात्मनात्मानं नात्मानम् अवसादयेत्।
उत्तरेदात्मानाम्
आत्मैव ह्यात्मनो बन्धुरात्मैव रिपुरात्मनः।
आत्मैव हि आत्मनो बन्धुरात्मैव रिपुरात्मनः।
बन्धुरात्मात्मनस्तस्य येनात्मैवात्मना जितः।
बन्धुरात्मानस्तस्य येनात्मात्मना जितः।
अनात्मनस्तु शत्रुत्वे वर्तेतात्मैव शत्रुवत्।
अनात्मनस्तु शत्रुवेत् वर्तेतामेव
चिदात्मना
शत्रुवत्।
प्रशान्तस्य परमात्मा समाहितः।
जितात्मना प्रशान्तस्य
शीतोष्णसुखदुःखेषु तथा मानापमानयोः।
शीतोष्णसुखदुःखेषु तदा मानापमानयोः।
ज्ञानविज्ञानतृप्तात्मा कूटस्थो विजितेन्द्रियः।
ज्ञानविज्ञानतृप्तात्मा कुटस्थो
युक्त
विचेन्द्रियः।
इत्युच्यते योगी समलोष्टास्मकाञ्चना।
युक्त इति योगी समलोष्टाश्रमकाञ्चन।
सुहृन्मित्रार्युदासीन मध्यस्थद्वेषबन्धुषु। साधुष्वपि च पापेषु समबुद्धिर्विशिष्यते। योगी युञ्जीत सततम् आत्मानं रहसि स्थितः।
रहसि
एकाकीयत चित्तात्मा निराशीर्अपरिग्रहः।
यतचित्तात्मा
शुचौ देशे प्रतिष्ठाप्य स्थिरमासनमात्मनः। नात्युच्छ्रितं नातिनीचं चैलाजिनकुशोत्तरम्। तत्रैकाग्रं मनः कृत्वा यतचित्तेन्द्रियक्रियः। उपविश्यासने युञ्जाद् योगमात्मा विशुद्धये। समं कायशिरो ग्रीवं धारयन् अचलं स्थिरः। सम्प्रेक्ष्य नासिकाग्रं स्वं दिशश्चानवलोकयन्। प्रशान्तात्मा विगतभिर्ब्रह्मचारी व्रते स्थितः। मनः संयम्य मच्चित्तो युक्त आसीत मत्परः। युञ्जन्नेवं सदात्मानं योगी नियतमानसः।
युञ्जन्नेवं तदात्मानं योगी नियतमानसः
शान्तिं निर्वाणपरमां मत्संस्थामधिगच्छति।
शान्तिं निर्वाणपरमां मत्संस्थामधिगच्छति
नात्यश्नतस्तु योगोऽस्ति न चैकान्तम् अनश्नतः।
नास्त्यस्तु योगस्ते न
न
चैकान्तमनस्तः
चाति स्वप्नशीलस्य जाग्रतो नैव चार्जुन।
न चाति स्वप्नशीलस्य जागृतो नैव चार्जुन
युक्ताहारविहारस्य युक्तचेष्टस्य कर्मसु।
युक्ताहारविहारस्य युक्तचेष्टस्य कर्मसु
युक्तस्वप्नावबोधस्य योगो भवति दुःखः।
युक्तस्वप्नावबोधस्य योगो भवति दुःखः
यदा विनियतं चित्तम् आत्मन्येवावतिष्ठते।
यदा विनियतं चित्तम् आत्मन्येवावतिष्ठते
निःस्पृहा सर्वकामेभ्यो युक्त इत्युच्यते तदा।
निःस्पृहः सर्वकामेभ्यो युक्त
युक्तयुच्यते
इत्युच्यते
तदा
तदा
यथा दीपो निवातस्थो नेङ्गतो सोपमा स्मृतः।
इह
यथा दीपो निवातस्थो नेङ्गते सोपमास्मः
योगिनो यतचित्तस्य युञ्जतो योगमात्मनः।
योगिनो
योगिनः
यतचित्तस्य
तस्य
युञ्जतो योगमात्मनः
यत्रो परमते चित्तं निरुद्धं योगसेवया।
यत्रो
यत्र
परमते
रमते चित्तं
चित्तं
निरुद्धं
निरुद्धं
योगसेवया
योगसेवया
यत्र चैवात्मनात्मानं पश्यन्नात्मनि तुष्यति।
यत्र चैवात्मनात्मानं
आत्मानं पश्यन्नात्मनि
पश्यन्नात्मनि
तुष्यति
तुष्यति
सुखम् आत्यन्तिकं यत्तद् बुद्धिग्राह्यम् अतीन्द्रियम्।
सुखमात्यन्तिकं यत्त ग्राह्यम् अतीन्द्रियम्
वेत्ति यत्र न चैवायं स्थितश्चलति तत्त्वतः।
वेति
वेत्ति
यत्र
यत्र
नायं
चैवायं स्थितश्चलति
स्थिताश्चलति
तत्त्वतः
तत्त्वतः
यं लब्ध्वा चापरं लाभं मन्यते नादिकं ततः।
यं
यं लब्ध्वा
लब्ध्वा
परं
चापरं
लाभं
लाभं मन्यते
मन्यतेनाधिकं
नाधिकं
ततः
ततः
यस्मिन् स्थितो न दुःखेन गुरुणापि विचाल्यते।
यस्मिन् स्थितो न दुःखेन गुरुणापि विचाल्यते
तं विद्या दुःखसंयोग वियोगं योगसंज्ञितम्।
तं
योगं
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 स
योगसंज्ञितम्
निश्चयेन योक्तव्यो योगो निर्विण्णचेतसा।
तनिश्चयेन
निश्चयेन
युक्तव्यो
युक्तव्यो
योगो
योगो
निर्विण्णचेतसा
निर्विण्णचेतसा
सङ्कल्पप्रभवान् कामांस् त्यक्त्वा सर्वान् शेषतः।
सङ्कल्पप्रभवान्
कामां
त्यक्त्वा
त्यक्त्वा सर्वान् शेषतः
मनसैवेन्द्रियग्रामं विनियम्य समन्ततः।
मनसैवेन्द्रियग्रामं
विनियम्य समन्ततः
शनैर्शनैरुपरमेत् बुद्ध्या धृतिगृहीतया।
शनैः शनैरुपरमेत् बुद्ध्या धृतिगृह्यता
आत्मसंस्थं मनः कृत्वा न किञ्चित् अपि चिन्तयेत्।
आत्मसंस्थां कृत्वा न किञ्चिद् अपि
यतो
चिन्तयेत्
यतो निश्चलति मनश्चञ्चलमस्थिरम्।
यतो यतो निश्चलति मनश्चञ्चलमस्थिरम्
ततस्ततो नियम्यैतद् आत्मन्येव वशं नयेत्।
ततस्ततो
नियम्यैतद् आत्मन्येवं वशम्
प्रशान्तमनसं ह्येनं योगिनं सुखमुत्तमम्।
प्रशान्तमनसं हीनं
योगिनं
योगिनं
उपैति
सुखमुत्तमम्
शान्तरजसं ब्रह्मभूतम् अकल्मषम्।
उपैति
उपैति
शान्तरजसं
शान्तरजसं
ब्रह्मभूतम् अकल्मषम्
ब्रह्मभूतमकल्मषम्
यन्नेवं सदात्मानं योगी विगतकल्मषः।
यम् एवं सदात्मानं
सदात्मानं
योगी
योगी
विगताकल्मषम्
सुखेन
विगतकल्मषम्
ब्रह्म संस्पर्शम् अत्यन्तं सुखमश्नुते।
सुखेन
ब्रह्मसंस्पर्शम्
ब्रह्मस्पर्शम्
अत्यन्तं
अत्यन्तं
सुखमश्नुते
सुखमश्नुते
सर्वभूतस्थमात्मानं सर्वभूतानि चात्मनि।
सर्वभूतस्थं सर्वात्मानं
ईक्षते योगयुक्तात्मा सर्वत्र समदर्शनः
ईक्षते योगयुक्तात्मा सर्वत्र समदर्शनः
यो मां पश्यति सर्वत्र सर्वं च मयि पश्यति
यो मां पश्यति सर्वत्र सर्वं च मयि पश्यति
तस्याहं न प्रणश्यामि स च मे न प्रणश्यति
यस्याहं न प्रणश्यामि स च मे न
यो
प्रणश्यति
मां पश्यति सर्वत्र सर्वं च मयि पश्यति
यो पश्यति सर्वस्य
तस्याहं न प्रणश्यामि स च मे न प्रणश्यति
तस्याहं न प्रणश्यामि स च मे न प्रणश्यति
यो मां पश्यति सर्वत्र सर्वं च मयि पश्यति
यो मां पश्यति सर्वत्र सर्वं च पश्यति
तस्याहं न प्रणश्यामि स च मे न प्रणश्यति
तस्याहं न प्रणश्यामि स च मे न प्रणश्यति
सर्वभूतस्थितं यो मां भजत्येकत्वमास्थितः
सर्वभूतस्थितं यो मां भजत्येकत्वमास्थितः
सर्वथा वर्तमानोऽपि स योगी मयि वर्तते
सर्वथा वर्तमानोऽपि स योगी मयि वर्तते
आत्मौपम्येन सर्वत्र समं पश्यति योऽर्जुन
आत्मौपम्येन सर्वत्र समं पश्यति
सुखं
योऽर्जुन
वा यदि वा दुःखं स योगी परमो मतः
सुखं वा यदि वा दुःखं स योगी परमो मतः
अर्जुन उवाच
अर्जुन उवाच
योऽयं योगस्त्वया प्रोक्तः साम्येन मधुसूदन
योऽयं योगस्त्वया प्रोक्तः सौम्येन मधुसूदन
एतस्याहं न पश्यामि चञ्चलत्वात् स्थितिं स्थिराम्
एतस्याहं न पश्यामि चञ्चलत्वा स्थितिं स्थिराम्
चञ्चलं हि मनः कृष्ण प्रमाधी बलवदृढम्
चञ्चलं हि मनः कृष्ण प्रमादे बलवदृढम्
तस्याहं निगृहं मन्ये वायोरिव सुदुष्करम्
तस्याहं निग्रहं मन्ये वायोरिव दुष्कृतम्
श्रीभगवानुवाच
श्रीभगवानुवाच
संशयं महाबाहो मनो दुर्निग्रहं चलम्
असंशयं महाबाहो मनो दुर्निग्रहं चलम्
अभ्यासेन तु कौन्तेय वैराग्येन च गृह्यते
अभ्यासेन तु कौन्तेय वैराग्येन च गृह्यते
असंयतात्मनो योगो दुष्प्राप इति मे मतिः
असंशयात्मना योगो दुष्प्राप इति मे मतिः
वश्यात्मना तु यतता शक्यो वाप्तुमुपायतः
वश्यात्मना तु यथा शक्यो वाप्तुमुपायतः
अर्जुन उवाच
अर्जुन
उवाच
अयति श्रद्धयापेतो योगाच्चलितमानसः
यदि श्रद्धयोपेतो योगाच्चलितमानसः
अप्राप्य योगसंसिद्धिं कां गतिं कृष्ण गच्छति
प्राप्य योगसंसिद्धिं कां गतिं कृष्ण गच्छति
कच्छिन्नो भयविभ्रष्ट छिन्नाभ्रम् इव नश्यति
कच्छिन्नोभयविभ्रष्टा छिन्नाभ्रमविनश्यति
अप्रतिष्ठो महाबाहो विमूढो ब्रह्मणा पतिः
अप्रतिष्ठो महाबाहो विमूढो ब्रह्मणपतिः
एतन्मे संशयं कृष्ण चेत्तुमर्हस्य शेषतः
एतन्मे
संशयं
संशयं कृष्ण चेतुम्
चेतुमर्हस्य
अर्हस्य
शेषतः
शेषतः
अनन्या संशयस्यास्य चेता न ह्युपपद्यते
त्वदन्या
संशयस्यास्य
संशयास्यास्य
चेता
चेता
न
न
उपपद्यते
श्रीभगवानुवाच
श्रीभगवानुवाच
पार्थनैवेह नामुत्र विनाशस्तस्य विद्यते
पार्थनैवेह नामुत्र
विनाशस्य
विनाशस्यैव
विद्यते
न हि
विद्यते
कल्याणकृत् कश्चित् दुर्गतिं तात गच्छति
न हि
न हि
कल्याणकृत्
कल्याणकृत्
कश्चित्
कश्चित्
दुर्गतिं तात
दुर्गतिं तात
गच्छति
प्राप्य
गच्छति
पुण्याकृतां लोकान् उषित्वा शाश्वती समाः
प्राप्य
प्राप्य
पुण्यकृतां
पुण्यकृतं
लोकान्
लोकं
सा गच्छति
उषित्वा
समाः
शुचीनां श्रीमतां गेहे योगभ्रष्टोऽभिजायते
शुचीनां श्रीमतां गेहे योगभ्रष्टो विजायते
अथवा योगिनामेव कुले भवति धीमताम्
अथवा योगिनामेव कुले भवति
एतद्धि
धीमताम्
दुर्लभतरं लोके जन्म यदीदृशम्
एतद्धि
एतद्धि दुर्लभतरं
दुर्लभतरं लोके
लोके
जन्म
जन्म यदृशम्
यदीदृशम्
तत्र तं बुद्धिसंयोगं लभते पौर्वदेहिकम्
तत्र
तत्र
तं
बुद्धिसंयोगं
बुद्धिसंयोगं
लभते
लभते
यतते
पौर्वदेहिकम्
च ततो भूयः संसिद्धौ कुरु नन्दन
यतते च ततो भूयः संसिद्धौ कुरु नन्दन
स्वाभ्यासेन तेनैव ह्रियते ह्यवशोऽपि सः
पूर्वाभ्यासेन
पूर्वाभ्यासेन
तेनैव
तेनैव
ह्रियते
ह्रियते हे
ह्यवशोऽपि सः
अवसोऽपिह सः
जिज्ञासुरपि योगस्य शब्दब्रह्माति वर्तते
जिज्ञासुरपि योगस्य
जिज्ञासुरभियोगस्य
शब्दब्रह्माति
शब्दब्रह्माति
वर्तते
वर्तते
प्रयत्नाद्यतमानस्तु योगी संशुद्ध किल्बिषः
प्रयत्नाद्यतमानस्तु
प्रयत्नाद्यतमानस्तु
योगी
योगी संशुद्ध
संशुद्धकिल्बिषः
किल्बिषः
अनेकजन्म संसिद्धः ततो याति परां गतिम्
अनेकजन्म
संसिद्धो
संसिद्धास्ततो याति परां गतिम्
तपस्विभ्योऽधिको योगी ज्ञानिभ्योऽपि मतोऽधिकः
तपस्विभ्योऽधिको योगी ज्ञानिभ्योऽपि मतोऽधिकः
कर्मिभ्यश्चाधिको योगी तस्माद् योगी भवार्जुन
कर्मिभ्यश्चाधिको योगी तस्माद्योगी भवार्जुन
योगिनामपि सर्वेषां मद्गतेनान्तरात्मना
योगिनामपि सर्वेषां मद्गतेनान्तरात्मना
श्रद्धवान् भजते यो मां समे युक्ततमो मतः
श्रद्धावान्
भवान्
भजते
भजते यो
मां
मां समे युक्ता तमो
समेयुक्ततमो
ॐ
मतः
तत्सदिति श्रीमद्भगवद्गीतासु उपनिषत्सु ब्रह्मविद्याया योगशास्त्रे श्रीकृष्णार्जुनसंवादे ध्यानयोगो नाम षष्ठोऽध्यायः
కింద పడించు
Okay, Prashant, joining online, not coming in person.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Yeah, Dhruv is not feeling a little well, so yeah, we'll be attending online.
Okay, sure. There is somebody Zoom user. Is that Munmun?
It might be me, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Oh, yeah, Hare
I
Krishna.
changed my phone and I don't know how to get my name there.
Oh, that's okay. Yeah. Thank you
Hare
for
Krishna.
joining. Yeah. Okay, so before the recitation, we were just talking about the meaning of the word Shiva, right? Shiva means Kalyanam, Shubham, auspiciousness. So while we were reciting, there is a shloka that has the word Kalyana. Text number 40. Shloka number 40. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Parthanaiveha Namutra Vinashastasya Vidyate Nahi Kalyana Krit Kaschit Durgatim Tata Gacchati. Durgatim Tata Gacchati. So, if you have seen the goodness cookies in Samamish temple, or maybe some cookies will be available here also. Do we have cookies here also? Goodness cookies? No? Yeah. So maybe next time I'll bring, for all the kids here, I'll bring some cookies. So if you see those cookies, huh? Only for kids. Okay, if you also want, I'll give some homework. If you do that, then I'll give the cookies. Uh, so if you see our goodness cookies packet in Samamish temple, this shloka is printed in that. There's a cookie, big cookie. That cookie is as good as breakfast actually. It's so heavy. It's very bulky, heavy. Hmm? No. Any kids who comes to the temple, they'll just distribute. Yeah. And they distribute those cookies in Nagar Sankirtana in Seattle. Every Saturday, some devotees go to Seattle for Nagar Sankirtana, right? So in Nagar Sankirtana, they distribute cookies. Yeah, because Americans, they like cookies, right? Instead of sweets, they like cookies. So that's why they distribute the cookies. So this shloka is printed on a piece of paper with a goodness cookies title, and then cookies are distributed. So let's see what's the meaning of this shloka and what's the meaning of this word Kalyana here. Right? The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, Son of Pruta, O Arjuna, a transcendentalist engaged in auspicious activities does not meet with destruction either in this world or in the spiritual world. One who does good, my friend, is never overcome by evil. This is the same principle. Doing good to others. Paropakarardham idam shariram. Even if the other person is your enemy, other person is hating you, you don't like the other person, but still do good to others anyway. Because what is Krishna saying here? A transcendentalist engaged in auspicious activities does not meet with destruction, either in this world or in the spiritual world. So this act of distributing cookies or distributing food in Seattle, these are all auspicious activities. Even if there are people in Seattle streets who are hating us, there may be some Christians or some other religion people, they may not like the Sankirtana that we are doing in the streets, but still do good to others anyway. Because by doing good to others, we will never encounter destruction, we will never encounter problems in life. And one who does good is never overcome by evil. Okay, no destruction, and a person who does good to others is never overcome by evil. So always do good to others, either by your words, either by your action. Huh? Yeah, auspicious, good, both are same. Yeah. They say acts of kindness, random act of kindness, random act of kindness. That means in a week, everyone should perform some random activities of kindness, like feeding the poor people, giving some money for charity, like that. Random acts of kindness, or doing, or helping another person in a different way. So whatever possible way, we should do some random acts of kindness. Okay. So with that, we'll begin our discussion now. So I see, you both joined and you also started joining these days. Siri, do you want Telugu Bhagavad Gita books? You have at home? No, this is English. You're comfortable with that? Okay. You're comfortable with that? Comfortable? Okay. Yeah. If anybody wants Telugu Bhagavad Gita or Hindi, let me know. Okay. Yeah. తెలుగులో చెప్తేనా అది ఇంకో క్లాస్ అది స్టార్ట్ చేద్దాం. అభిషేక్ విల్ డిసపియర్. See, there are more Telugu people joined today.
We should bring more Hindi people.
Yeah, there's a competition going on. So, what did we learn last week? We discussed shloka number 5 and 6 from 6th chapter, where Krishna says in shloka number 5, Uddhared ātmanātmānaṁ ātmanam avasadayet atmaiva hyatmano bandhur atmaiva ripuratmanaha. One must deliver themselves with the help of their mind. A disciplined mind, a mind can be their friend or enemy. Mind can be their friend or enemy. In the next shloka, Krishna says, Bandhuratmatmanastasya enatmaivatmana jitaha anatmanastu shatrutve varte taivatma shatruvat. A controlled mind is your best friend. Uncontrolled mind is your worst enemy. We discussed the example of Yudhishthira and Duryodhana from Mahabharata. Duryodhana, because of his uncontrolled mind, he was distracted, okay, and he was destroyed. Whereas Yudhishthira, because he has controlled his mind, he was made the king of the entire kingdom. Okay, entire Bharatavarsha, he became the king. And he became dear to Krishna. More than the kingdom, he became dear to Krishna. Because of his controlled mind, he exhibited devotional qualities and he became dear to Krishna. What else did we learn last week? Any specific points about mind control?
Mind is attached to senses, is boundaries.
Yeah.
It is not detached to senses, is liberation.
Liberation. Yeah. Yeah, we discussed that shloka from that chapter, that purport. Manushyanam Mana eva manushyanam karanam bandha mokshayo bandhaya vishaya sango muktyai nirvishayam manaha. Muktyai nirvishayam manaha. If you see the purport of this fifth shloka, Mana eva manushyanam, only the mind is the cause of bondage or liberation. A controlled mind is the cause of liberation. Uncontrolled mind is the cause of bondage. What else did we discuss?
Distraction.
Distraction. Very good. We discussed about distractions. What is distraction? Alternate attraction. Venkatesh is fully prepared. He's fully prepared for today.
Whatever the question, my answer is this.
He's fully prepared. He's like a sincere student in the class, in the school, right? First bench. Last bench first. Yeah.
Good association is important for controlling mind.
What is important?
Good association.
Association. Yeah, association. Yeah. What else?
In order to control mind, we need one is intelligence and control the senses.
We discussed about the techniques to control mind, senses, and intelligence. Yeah. So we'll do a recap of all those things. But before that, when I was reciting this chapter, right? That particular shloka I recited 3 times. Yeah? What is the number? 34? 30, yeah? 30. Yeah. Because that's such an important shloka. If you understand that one shloka, entire Bhagavad Gita philosophy is understood. Yomam pashyati sarvatra sarvam cha mai pashyati tasyaham na pranashyami sachamena pranashyati. In simple words, Krishna says, if you learn to see me, means Krishna, if you learn to see Krishna everywhere in this world, then we are always connected to Krishna. We are always connected to Krishna. For one who sees me everywhere and sees everything in me, I am never lost, nor is he ever lost to me. That means we are connected to Krishna and Krishna is connected to us. Simply by seeing Krishna's presence in everything in this material world. Okay, so this building, it has some walls, some wood doors, flooring, the lights, everything, right? So where is the light coming from? The light is coming from some substation, here in Linwood, but that substation is drawing energy from another power station, and that power station is drawing energy from some powerhouse, some power plant. Similarly, that power plant is drawing energy from where? From sun, water, and also sun. Water absorbs the energy from sun, and when that water when that water is put into some project, what do you call that project? Hydro.
The dams are constructed and turbines.
Yeah. So when the water goes through some turbines, it generates electricity, and that gets stored in the powerhouse. But ultimately, the water is getting energy from sun. Okay. So if we see the presence, whenever you see sun, you should understand that it is energy of Krishna. And in the night time, when you see moon, it is the energy of Krishna. When you see cool breeze, cool fresh air, if you feel that is energy of Krishna. The Pancha Mahabhutas, Bhumirapo Nalo Vayu, Kammano Buddhi Revacha. There are 5 Pancha Mahabhutas, and then there are 3 subtle energies, 3 subtle things. Mana, Buddhi, Ahankara. Bhumirapo Nalo Vayu, Kammano Buddhir Evacha. Krishna tells this in 7th chapter. So these are all Krishna's energy, Krishna's material energy. So when you see Mount Rainier, okay, when you are driving anywhere in Seattle, in many places you will see Mount Rainier. Okay, that is energy of Krishna. So if you see a beautiful lake or a beautiful flower, or if you smell some nice fragrance, incense sticks or some perfume fragrance, this is all energy of Krishna. The fragrance comes from earth molecules. Okay, the fragrance of the flowers comes from earth molecules. So who is giving that energy? Krishna is giving that energy. So like that, if we are able to connect everything, if we are able to see Krishna's presence in everything around us, then we are always connected to Krishna. That's why it is such an important shloka. This is Krishna consciousness. Krishna consciousness means always remembering Krishna, always seeing Krishna in everything and in everybody. Okay? In everything and in everybody. So, he is now, nor is he ever lost to me. He means she also.
Altogether, he and she come with me.
Yes.
That's why I felt.
Yes. Nor is he ever lost to me. So I think Krishna likes men. Because after having a big fight with Satyabhama, Krishna likes men.
That's why next week I'm not too easy with that. Krishna likes all people. No women.
So in spiritual, everybody is woman, right? In Krishna Goloka.
Yes.
Only Krishna is a man.
Yes. From spiritual point of view, everybody is a woman.
Women likes Krishna.
Women like Krishna. This is the highest level. Krishna likes men, but women like Krishna. Gopis.
Men need instructions. Women don't
Don't need instruction. They are simple. They are simple, very simple. They are very simple. Very good. Yeah. Guruvuni minchina శిష్యులు అంటే yes, she's already ready.
Radha Devi instructed us how to love Krishna. That's why all women are loving Krishna.
Yes.
My class.
So when we recite Vishnu Sahasranama, right? We recite some shlokas 3 times. Vanamali, Gadishangi, Sri Rama Rama Rameti. Yatra Yogeshwara, I do that, but not in general. In general, you will see only Vanamali, Gadishangi, and then Sri Rama Rama Rameti. But I recite Yatra Yogeshwara also 3 times. So anything important, you should recite more times. That's why this shloka I recited 3 times. So, okay, the pizzas are here. Very good. Uh-huh. So this is the actual class. I'll keep how to control your mind. This is the practical class. That's why in the WhatsApp group, I messaged saying that today's menu pizza, the topic is mind control.
Also today is Shivratri. Many people are fasting.
People are fasting. That will be real test to control the mind. हरे कृष्ण प्रभु. So मैंने पिज्जा इसीलिए मांगा कि आज का टॉपिक आर्ट ऑफ माइंड कंट्रोल. मैंने सोचा थोड़ा थ्योरी के साथ प्रैक्टिकल भी हो जाएगा. मैं इनके सामने पिज्जा का स्लाइस रखूंगा और बोलूंगा 10 मिनट के लिए चुना मत. Okay. So talking about that Yatra Yogeshwara, right? We just discussed about that. Yatra Yogeshwara Krishna, that's the last shloka of Bhagavad Gita, 18.78. Sanjaya. We have Sanjay here. His name is Sanjay. Prabhuji, who brought pizzas now. His name is Sanjay. He's a nice devotee. He lives opposite the temple in Samamish. Mataji, Ekta Mataji, his wife's name is. They make nice pizzas, very popular in entire Seattle. So seeing him, I got remembered of that shloka, Sanjaya Uvacha. Yatra Yogeshwara Krishno, Yatra Partho Dhanurdaraha, Tatra Shri Vijayo Bhutir, Dhruva Nitir, Mater Mama. Wherever there is Krishna, the master of all yogis, and wherever there is Arjuna, the master of archery skills, the master of martial arts, okay, there will be opulence, extraordinary power, victory, and morality. Tatra Shrir Vijayo Bhuti Dhruva Niti. These 4 things will be there: opulence, victory, morality, and extraordinary power. Now, what is the internal meaning of this shloka? The external meaning is wherever there is Krishna and Arjuna, these 4 things are there. All these good things are there. That means on the battlefield of Kurukshetra, Krishna was there, Arjuna was there. That's why Pandavas won the Kurukshetra war. But what is the internal meaning of this shloka? Now, do we see Krishna and Arjuna here? No. So how do we understand this? How do we apply this in our life?
If we give our mind to Krishna, control, he
If we give our mind to Krishna and if we take instructions from him,
will take care of it.
yeah, yes, very good. So wherever there is Krishna, that means wherever there is intelligence. Last week, what did we discuss during mind control topic? If we cultivate good intelligence, then that intelligence will control the mind, which in turn will control the senses. Otherwise, the senses will be uncontrolled, unrestricted. Senses will engage in all kinds of activities. Okay? In the absence of good intelligence, mind will control the senses in a wrong way. Just like the 5 horses of the chariot, if there is no good driver of the chariot holding the ropes of the horses will go here and there. And the chariot will not go straight and it will not reach the destination. Similarly, the senses that are represented by the horses should be controlled by mind, and mind should be guided by intelligence. So wherever there is Krishna, that means wherever there is good intelligence, and wherever there is Arjuna, that means wherever there is surrender devotee, or a person who is taking instructions, following instructions of Krishna, who is cultivating, who is making an effort to cultivate good intelligence. Wherever there is Krishna in the form of intelligence, and wherever Arjuna in the form of devotee or the practitioner devotee who is trying to follow instructions of Krishna, there will be always victory, opulence, morality, and extraordinary power. In simple words, if we follow Krishna's instructions, there will always be victory. That's what we discussed last week. Mind should take dictation from Krishna. To become perfect, you need 10,000 hours of sadhana. 10,000 hours means 10 years, approximately 10 years. If you do sadhana 3 hours per day, it takes 10 years to perfect in bhakti sadhana. But until then, we will follow Krishna's instructions in a smaller way. Sometimes we follow, sometimes we don't. Sometimes we hear our own mind, sometimes we hear Paramatma. Like that, it will be fluctuating. Yeah. In the initial stage, yes, we will not have that clarity. Sometimes, even though our mind is speaking, but we will think that, oh, Paramatma is speaking from inside. I got an instructions from Paramatma that Krishna asked me to do this. Yeah? But it is actually our mind that is doing. Most of the times, it is our mind. So, to understand whether our mind is saying something or Paramatma is saying, it takes 10 years of sincere sadhana. Ain't she, Lakshmi? You will not be able to figure it out for 10 years. If you do sincere sadhana for 10 years, sadhana means chanting Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, reading Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, taking association of devotees, doing some seva. So if you do sincere sadhana like this for 10 years, 3 hours minimum a day. If you attend evening class every day.
That 16 chantings takes 2.5 something. 16
That itself takes 2.5 hours. 16 rounds of japa itself will take 2.5 hours. Yeah. But if you are not chanting 16 rounds, let's say somebody is chanting 4 rounds. The remaining time you utilize for reading Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, Ramayana, anything that you like. Okay? So, until then, ask Venkatesh. Who is speaking? Am I speaking or Paramatma speaking? What a confidence. Okay. So what is the need to control mind? First of all, we have been talking so much about mind control, right? But what is the need to control mind? Happiness. Why happiness? Peaceful, yes. So that means you all remember, we discussed 2 weeks ago. We need to control the mind first to become peaceful. Shanti. थोड़ा शांत मिलेगा तब आनंद मिलेगा. So without peace, no happiness. Krishna tells that in Bhagavad Gita. Without peace, there is no happiness. So when So this is a presentation I made a long time ago at Mantra Studio. We have a program in Seattle every week, every Saturday. So a couple of years ago, I made this presentation. So I thought I will share this quickly. Most of the points we already discussed, but this is in a more structured way. So it will be helpful to just do a quick recap of what we have discussed. The mind has three faculties: thinking, feeling, and willing. Okay? And these are the three symptoms of consciousness. Wherever there is soul, that means there is consciousness. And how do we know that there is a presence of soul? How do we feel the presence of soul? That is by the symptoms of it. For example, let's say there is a fire behind this chair. There is a fire. I cannot see the fire, but how do I know that there is some fire here? By feeling the symptoms. When there is a heat, okay? When there is a heat, when I feel it's too hot, either there is a fire or there is a heater that is set on a high temperature. So similarly, by looking at the symptoms of the soul, we feel the presence of the soul and the presence of consciousness, thinking, feeling, and willing. These are the three faculties of the mind: thinking, feeling, and mind. Constantly the mind is doing this job: thinking, feeling, willing, thinking, feeling, willing, repeatedly. Okay. So where is mind located? In the heart region. Okay, not within the heart, but in the heart region. Just like the soul is not within the heart, it's in the heart region, somewhere near the heart. Soul, super soul, mind, they're all in the heart region. They are somewhere near the heart, but not inside the heart. Okay? Soul is part of the mind is part of the subtle body of human life. Human life has gross body and subtle body. Gross body consists of the Pancha Mahabhuta: earth, water, fire, air, ether. The skin that we see, the nails, all of this is made up of earth, water, fire, air, ether. And inside this gross body, there is subtle body. The subtle body consists of mind, intelligence, and false ego. Mana, buddhi, ahankar. Mana, buddhi, ahankar. Mana is manas, mind. Buddhi is intelligence. Ahankar is false ego. Okay? False ego is above mind. Yeah. Yes. So senses, I'll explain the hierarchy. Okay? 1 second. I'll explain the hierarchy also. So these are the three components of the subtle body: mind, intelligence, and false ego. And then there is a soul. So three components. When you talk about human life, there are three components. What are those? No. Three components of human life. Human life is made up of three components. What are those?
Soul, gross body, and subtle body.
Soul, gross body, and subtle body. And within subtle body, again there are three components: mind, intelligence, and false ego. Okay? So this whole thing that you see is the human life. And there you see gross body written on the top in blue, in white color and blue shade. That is gross body. And within the gross body there is subtle body, which is made up of mind, intelligence, and false ego. And then there is soul. Soul is beyond intelligence. Okay? The way the mind works, mind is basically a repository. It's a storehouse of all the impressions. Storehouse of all the impressions that are acquired by the five senses. We have five senses: the sense of seeing, the sense of touching, the sense of smelling, the sense of hearing, the sense of tasting. Okay, the tongue. Whenever I see something, it takes a snapshot and stores in the mind. Whenever I hear something, the eyes take a snapshot and stores in the mind. Whenever I taste something, there is an impression that is stored in the mind. So everything that you do with all these five senses, that is stored in the mind as a repository, which is the repository. It's a storehouse of thoughts, unfulfilled desires from past life or present life also, and some previous experiences. The previous experiences can be good or bad. Sankalpa, Vikalpa, good experience, bad experience. If we have a good experience, in the future, the mind will be inclined to do those activities. And if there is a bad experience in one particular incident, the mind will stay away from that incident in future. Okay? And intelligence is the decision maker. Intelligence guides the mind, and mind controls the senses. Okay?
Mind can imagine few other things which is not perceived through five senses, right?
Mind can imagine
Few things even though they are not perceived through five senses.
like imagining, mind imagining, which is not connected to eyes, nose, tongue, ears, or skin. Huh? Dreams. But whatever the mind is able to think, it's based on these senses only. Because unless you see something, you cannot imagine. Okay? For example, we haven't seen Krishna, but we are able to imagine about Krishna, right? How? Because we are seeing Krishna's vigraha, or we are seeing so many things that are connected to Krishna. All of us are coming from Krishna. So when we see human beings who have two-handed form, and when we read Shastra, that Krishna Shamasundara form has a two-handed form, we are able to imagine. And when we see the painting of Krishna, we are able to imagine. See, without that picture, without vigraha, can we imagine? The mind cannot imagine. So anything that the mind does, that the thinking part, imagination part, is again based on these five senses. Yeah.
Because of karma, we will take rebirth again, or because of unfulfilled desires, we will take birth again?
Both. Yeah. So, because of unfulfilled desires, you will take birth. And when you take birth, what type of birth you will get and what happens in that life is based on your karma.
Both are linked.
Yeah, you take birth due to unfulfilled desires, but what happens in that lifetime is decided by karma. Yeah, good karma, bad karma. So you will have good experience, bad experience in the current life based on what you have done in the past life. Not just one life, but many lifetimes in the past. So mind is your best friend or worst enemy. Mind can be your best friend or it can be your worst enemy. Elevate yourself through the power of your mind and not degrade yourself. Now what happens if we don't control our mind? So much of damage can happen if we
Makes us fool.
makes us a fool. That's what you said? Yeah, makes us a fool, correct. In simple words, if we don't control our mind, it makes us fool. Just like a monkey. Mind is compared to monkey. We discussed the example last time, right? The monkey, and imagine a monkey that is drunk, a drunkard monkey, more damage. Monkey itself can create damage, and a monkey, if it is drunk, थोड़ा शराब पी लिया तो और थोड़ा damage. And a drunkard monkey that is bitten by a scorpion, most damage, more damage, most damage, superlative. So our mind is of the third category, a monkey that is drunk and also bitten by a scorpion, most damage. So what happens if mind is not controlled? Lack of confidence, loss of trust, madness, damage to oneself, family and society, depression, stress, hypertension, dangerous diseases, weakened determination.
Prabhuji, how is trust related to uncontrolled mind? Prabhuji, trust related
How
to
is it trust?
persons, right? Yeah.
You don't trust yourself. You will not have, you don't trust yourself or you don't trust others. Loss of trust. Even if the other person is saying something good for you, you don't trust them. Duryodhana is an example. Vidura, who is his uncle, he was there in the assembly, he was there in the family all the time. But Duryodhana was not listening to Vidura's instructions. Loss of trust. Because of uncontrolled mind, Duryodhana lost the trust on Vidura. Even though Vidura is a gentle person, devotee of Krishna, brother of Dhritarashtra, uncle of Duryodhana, he did not have trust on his own family member because of uncontrolled mind. Loss of trust. We read that nice Subhashitam last week, right? Murkasya pancha chihnani garvo durvachanam tada garvo durvachanam tada dridascha paravakya paravakyeshu anadaraha. Paravakyeshu anadaraha. Anadaraha means no consideration, no importance to what? Paravakya. The advice or instruction given by others, paravakya, no adarana, anadara. That means no consideration, no importance, no value. Duryodhana did not give value to the instruction given by Vidura, his own uncle. So that is loss of trust. Okay.
If we trust ourselves, we trust God, then we can trust ourselves. We trust ourselves, it means we're trusting God, that's why we trust ourselves.
If we are trusting ourselves, does it mean we are trusting God? If we are trusting ourselves, that means you are relying on your mind. So it is not same. If we are trusting ourselves, it's not same as trusting God. No. Until there is some good sadhana for 10 years. Again, for 10 years, don't trust yourself. You trust either Guru or Krishna. Both. You trust Guru, Sadhu, Shastra and Guru. Trust these three things. Yeah. Trust Bhagavad Gita, trust the Guru who is teaching Bhagavad Gita, and trust Krishna. For 10 years. If you do sadhana like that, then you can trust yourself. Yeah. Okay?
Prabhuji, here you are not saying trust your husband.
I was about to. I was about to.
You already know. That's why Prabhuji is laughing.
Unless Prabhuji is saying about wives only, right?
See, now Duryodhana example, it happened 5,000 years ago. Who have seen that? We cannot relate it to. So tell me something practical and that we can relate. Huh? What happens between wife and husband every day? Loss of trust. Now let us see what are the good things the mind can do. And by the way, one of the biggest problems that an uncontrolled mind can cause is depression. Depression, increasing suicidal thoughts, mental disorder, all these things. So the UNESCO, not UNESCO, WHO, United Health Organization, WHO has conducted a survey and they concluded saying that in the next 10 years, the biggest disease that everyone has to fight, all the doctors, the people, the government, everyone has to fight against is not cancer. It's not COVID. It's not something else. It's not BP. It's not sugar. But it is mental depression, psychological disorders. In the next 10 years, that's going to be the number one problem that everyone will find. Ah, 10 years you can finish the sadhana, 10,000 hours of sadhana. And you can help others. That time you can help others. So, Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, Janma sardaka kari karo paro upakar. Janma sardaka kari karo para upakar. That means first you deliver yourself. Uddhared ātmanātmānaṁ. First you help yourself, you do sadhana sincerely, and then you help others. Janma sardaka kari karo para upakar.
Prabhuji, is anger also because of uncontrolled mind?
Yes,
Anger.
that's the first symptom. Anger, that's the first symptom of uncontrolled mind. That's the first symptom of uncontrolled mind. All the ladies are smiling and men are quiet. By the way, talking about uncontrolled mind, a very unfortunate incident that occurred recently, I think just 2-3 days ago. In Bangalore, one person, a software engineer who returned from US recently to Bangalore, he killed his own parents. Yeah. He killed his own parents with a knife, with a sword or knife, whatever. Just recent, 2-3 days ago. And the reason is, the parents did not cooperate with him for doing some business. They are not funding, they are not helping him with some funds that he needed to open some startup or whatever. Because he just returned from US to India and he wanted to open some startup or some business basically. And the parents did not cooperate. So this man, he killed both the parents. You can see the news later, tomorrow. Because of, no, who would want to kill the parents? No, right? This is never heard of. Not even in the Shastras. Right? Is there any story, Sanjay Prabhu? Do you know any story from Shastras where a child has killed parents? No. We have seen Hiranyakashipu trying to kill the child Prahlada, but not a child trying to kill the parents.
This Parashuram did his mother because in father's instruction.
That's some Leela. Yeah, that is some Leela. It is not intentional, some Leela there.
He was not angry.
Yeah.
He was Guru actually. His father was the Guru.
Yeah, that was father's instruction only. He followed that.
Yes.
And then he revived also. He asked to revive.
He revived also. Yeah. So, but this is happening in Kali Yuga because of uncontrolled mind. Yeah. I also read recently that the habit of watching reels, short videos and reels, it makes one lose the ability of decision making. If you are constantly watching reels and short videos, which we do all the time, right? Insta. You open Insta and then it is like addiction. You keep on scrolling. Everything is so attractive, so addictive, you can't even stop. But what is the problem with that? Slowly, it's like a slow poison. You will not know that it is affecting you, but it is affecting you in a most dangerous way. You will lose the decision-making power. I think that's one of the problems here, right? Lack of confidence. Lack of confidence, basically. Okay? Why you don't make good decisions is lack of confidence. So this damage will happen. And your mind will always expect short-term results, short-term happiness, short-term results, quick results, instant gratification, sense gratification. So you will become very impatient, you will become intolerant. That's why this person who killed his parents, because he was intolerant, he could not be patient. Okay. So now we understood what happened.
Is that person grown here or in India? Because if the parents are...
No, he's like us. He was born and grew up in India. He came here, he worked in US for some time. And I don't know whether layoff or visa problem. He had to go back to India. And then?
But is the actual parents has to give thought, values to kid, right? When they're growing? Because parents did not give to kid and kid was grown like that, right?
No. Any parent will even if the child is not well behaved, even if the child is a criminal, the parent will always show love and affection. Parent will always give good piece of advice. No parent will give instruction to harm others intentionally. No parent will do that.
But somehow the kid did not get the values, like good values when he's growing, right? So that's
the education was there. Parents gave the value education. And in the schools there was a value education. And when he was growing up, value education is available in various formats from various people. But he did not learn the lesson. So just like there are driving laws, and you are expected to learn the laws. If you don't learn, you are inviting danger to yourself. So we cannot say ignorance, ignorance is an excuse, ignorance is bliss. I did not know that I'm not supposed to do this, or nobody told me not to do this. No, you have a responsibility to know what is right and what is wrong. You have a responsibility to read Bhagavad Gita. Just like when you want to drive in US, you have a responsibility to drive, to learn driving laws. And to lead a good life, you have a responsibility to read Shastras. Yas Shastra Vidri Mutsijya Vartate Kamakarahai. Krishna tells in 16th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. Yes, Prabhu.
So everybody has a willpower. So parents, education, the person learns something from that. But after that he grows it by himself. So he has a willpower. So he does whatever he wants to do.
Yeah. Yeah.
And as you said, Prabhu, after age like 13 or 14,
after 12 years,
our previous impressions also play a role, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Won't accumulate karma until 12 years.
Yeah. So there is an influence of samskaras from previous life, but also most importantly, when incident like that happens, it's primarily because of uncontrolled mind. Now at this time we may think that, that situation, I will never do that in my life. We may think like that. But the mind is more powerful than us. Mind is more powerful than us. We may think the mind and we are the same. But no, these two are two different. The mind and we are brothers or sisters. We are brothers. And Raghunath Das Goswami, one of the 6 Goswamis in our Acharya Parampara, he has written a beautiful Manas Shiksha, 11 shlokas. Manas Shiksha, it is instruction to the mind. In that, he prays to the mind. Usually we pray to Krishna, right? Oh Krishna, please give me shelter at your lotus feet. Oh Krishna, please give me the strength to tolerate things. But here Raghunath Das Goswami, he prays to the mind. He holds on to the feet of the mind and prays, saying that, oh mind, please don't do this. Oh mind, please don't engage in sinful activities. So it's a beautiful. Maybe time permitting, we can sing that kirtan today. It's all about mind. There he calls mind as brother. Raghunath Das Goswami, he calls the mind as brother. So we'll read that kirtan. We'll sing that kirtan today.
Kids also probably recently వచ్చే వీడియో ఒకటి వచ్చింది మా మదర్ స్క్రీన్ టైం వాళ్ళ మదర్ టీవీ చూస్తున్నారంట తనకి ఇవ్వలేదు తను చూస్తున్నారంట బ్యాట్ తీసుకొచ్చి వాళ్ళ మదర్ తన మీద పెట్టాడు.
In US or India? India. Yeah. She's dead? Yeah.
Every day is happening. Like I read a news where a 12-year boy, 13-year boy, and his father just said, "Don't study, don't watch TV," and he was so furious. He went in the room and he hanged himself.
That boy, huh? Wow.
So it's like people are so impatient and
yeah. Simply for asking not to watch TV.
As parents, we are responsible to tell you, right? What that.
Yeah.
But kids nowadays, I think they are very getting with. Maybe it's an influence. I don't know the background influence of video games and all this is making kids very impatient.
Yeah.
They want it, what they want it.
Yeah.
No, even if you don't tell, also they go in wrong direction. If you tell, it will also go wrong direction.
And he was so sorry. The parents will be so sorry. Because after that, it's only regret, right? Maybe I would have let him watch TV.
Yeah.
But nobody imagines so much, right?
But as he said, whether he continues to watch TV or don't watch TV, because he has an uncontrolled mind, sooner or later it will manifest in some way. Yeah. In psychology, there is something called as wild horse syndrome. Wild horse syndrome. In Africa, a particular race of horses, when the bird bats, because you said about bats, when the bird bat, they try to attack this horse. I mean, the power of horse is much more than the bat power, right? The bat can only do little injury to the horse. So when the bats fall on the body of the horse and cause little damage, little injury, the horse will think that, oh, now these bats are going to kill me. And then these horses, they will keep on running away from these bats so fast, because the horse, we know, horse is well known for its fast, running, right? The horse will run so fast, keep on running until a point that it gets tired and dead, and is dead. That horse was seeing that small injury caused by the bat with a magnifying glass and thinking that now this bat is going to kill me. So one is loss of confidence, and then uncontrolled mind. And because of that, the mind magnified the problem, small problem, and made it big. It's a small injury. I mean, what damage can a bat do to the hearts? The body is also very strong. Maybe the bat can poke into the body and cause little damage, little hole. But it's not going to die. It's not going to crash. It's not going to collapse there, right? But the mind of the horse is such that that particular race only, not every race of the horse, but that particular race in Africa, it has that syndrome. It thinks that the bat is going to kill the horse. So mind has the power to make smaller problems into bigger ones.
Social media will become sensitive nowadays. Their generation is more sensitive. All the social media make them sensitive. Because earlier parents used to even scold, we never have that kind of thing. Even now small word is making them different.
Yeah.
Anything negative we say, they cannot able to absorb it that way.
Yeah.
We absorb it. So what the major cause because of this kind of
social media and all these electronic media. So Harivilas Maharaj calls all these things, electronic things, as mass destructing weapons. Mass destructing weapons. These are the weapons with a mission to do mass destruction. And in what form they are doing destruction, we don't know. It's like slow poison. If somebody is watching TV, like let's say a child is watching TV, and if there is some violence, or let's say there is a murder in that show, even though the child is not committing the murder, but the child is associating with that murder. Because seeing is also associating. Association not just means like physical association like this. Seeing something bad is also association. Yeah, it gets stored in the mind as an impression, and that's how that Bangalore techie, he was able to. Why did he kill? Because he had some experience of seeing murders in the past, either in the TV or in person from past life. Because of impressions, he committed that violence now. Yeah, the mind is where the body is. The mind is where the body is. Okay, now we'll continue here. So after having understood the destruction caused by the mind, destruction caused by uncontrolled mind, now let's try to understand what are some of the good things the mind can cause, a controlled mind can cause. It can make your mind productive and you will perform better, you'll focus better. Just like in childhood, in the school, we all have done this experiment, right? Focusing light through the magnifying glass, and it has the power to burn the paper also. So the sunlight, normally it's all diffused. The light and energy is diffused. The rays are diffused. But when you concentrate those rays, the sun rays, with a magnifying glass and focus them on a central point, on a paper, it has the power to burn the paper. Similarly, when you focus, when you control your mind and focus, when you become attentive, it will help you perform well. It will increase productivity. Mental health. The WHO, United Health Organization, it gives the definition of health. Good health means there are four things. One is physical health, second one is mental health, third one is social health. How are your relations in the society? How are your relations with family members? How are your relations with friends? How are your relations in the society in general? So social health, third one. Fourth one, spiritual health. Spiritual health. Whether you are doing yoga, meditation, some japa, some shastra, adhyayana. So these are the four things. When all these four things are in good shape, then only we will have good health. So if the mental health is not good, then your overall body health, your overall health is not good. But a controlled mind can achieve mental health, which means you have overall good health. Working relations, very important in offices. More advantages, it reduces stress, slowing the progression of memory loss disease, improving circulation and digestion, regulating moods, enhancing cognition, decrease in symptoms of depression and anxiety. Importance of circulation and digestion. You want to say something, Prabhu? Prabhu is an expert in food, cooking and Ayurveda. He has very good techniques about good, best practices for eating food. So the role of mind in good circulation and digestion.
Yeah, for the food, basically, it may sound weird to you people. It's like if you want to stay healthy above 40, okay, so don't eat wheat, don't eat rice. Rice you can eat, wheat don't eat, basically. The wheat what we get here is coming from India, like what we buy from Costco, right? So it's not good. Okay. You can eat vegetable, fruits, nuts, milk. Okay, the milk what you get in Trader Joe's is the best milk here we get, basically the organic milk. Basically. All the rest of the milk here what we get is not good. That's what I have found out, basically.
And what about millet, Prabhu?
Millet is good. Millet, you get two things in millet, basically polished and unpolished. So you have to get unpolished. Even though they say unpolished, but still it is polished. So you have to be very particular about eating food. But generally, if you eat less and on time, then it makes you perfect, basically. So you don't eat too much to fill up your stomach. So it has to be like half empty always. And you will not lose your energy, you will not lose your strength, but you will remain healthy for life. Eat less, don't eat much. That's very important. Because when we eat food, we feel sleepy, right? It's because we are over eating the food, basically.
Maybe you can do a session on best practices for eating good diet. I can invite my Bellevue batch, this batch, and we can have either session here or in Bellevue Temple. So we plan for a session. Both you and Mataji.
What she is saying today is
Why
in the
wheat
no
is
class.
Wheat you can eat like up to 35, 40, 45. After that, like if you eat, now see the food is not good actually. The food is what we get here.
Prabhuji, we cannot hear properly.
Oh, you
Can you
cannot
please
hear?
give a
Online
mic
people
to
cannot hear
Prabhuji?
properly. Okay. So anyway, we'll plan for a separate session on that.
Okay.
Thank you, Prabhu, for sharing those nice tips, which reminded me to plan for a session. We'll plan sometime. Okay.
Prabhu, like sir, this was always like before coming into these sessions, right?
Yeah.
Always the mind, right? We think mind is here, but now we say mind is somewhere here, because we thought like the intelligence is mind, right?
Yeah.
Is it like all these things are related to our intelligence, or it's really the mind?
Mind is playing.
So,
I mean, all these things that we discussed on this point here, the productivity, these are things, focusing. These are all things for the mind.
Okay.
It's for the mind.
Difference between mind and brain.
Yeah, because we earlier
So brain
thought
is
we
your
mind
hardware, mind is the software.
Okay.
Or you want mind versus
It's the interface. Mind is the interface.
Then mind also should be near to this brain, isn't it? Why it's
Not necessarily. See, your feet are at the bottom most, right? But all the nerves are connected to the feet. Even the nervous system in the brain, that is connected to the feet. The roots of the nervous system, they are in the feet. The brain is here, so the nervous system should be here, right? The roots of the nervous system should be here, right? No, it's not like that. So they're all connected for the body.
Brain is not the mind. Is that
Brain is not the mind.
right? Because earlier we were only thinking this is our mind. Like
No.
whatever we think, whatever we
Brain is the hardware.
process. Yeah.
But mind, see, when a person dies,
Is the repository.
when a person dies, the mind, which is the brain, which is the hardware, that is not transferred. But the mind, which is the software, that will be transported, transmigrated to the next life. Yes, Prabhu.
So, reincarnation. Reincarnation, everybody, we believe that reincarnation is there. So, person remembers his past life. So, body remains here when the person dies, but when he goes to the next life, the mind goes with
class.
Settled body goes.
Settled body.
Yeah. That's ego.
Yeah.
Ego.
Means in our science view, this brain is where it stores, right? It's all saying more convolutions, it's better mind, right?
Yeah. Actually, science does not fully acknowledge the presence of mind. Because they cannot see it. Brain they can see it. Anything that the science does not see or cannot measure, cannot put into a mathematical equation, they don't acknowledge it. So science does not fully acknowledge the presence of mind. Just like how they don't acknowledge soul, they don't acknowledge mind also.
And the same way, Prabhu, intelligence also is not in the brain. Intelligence also is...
It's in the subtle body, not within the mind.
Maybe the hardware again, it's wired through the brain for intelligence also.
Yes, it's wired.
When we read scriptures, it processes here only, right?
See, intelligence guides the mind. Intelligence and mind, two separate things. Intelligence guides the mind, and mind controls the senses. So this is interface. Mind is the interface. Whatever is in the brain, right? That's just the information. How that information is consumed, mind, that is through the via medium of mind. Yeah, that's the interface. Yeah. Okay. How many people left? Sarita, Kalpana, who else? Huh? No, kids class is not done yet. Done, huh? Okay. So, Sri Lakshmi అందరిని రమ్మనండి కీర్తన చేద్దాం. పిల్లల్ని అందరినీ.
And what is this term, Prabhu? Mindfulness. Like why we say fullness? Like
attentive mind. Mindfulness means attentiveness. Yeah. Mindful means becoming mindful means be aware of where your mind is. Mind's nature is to get distracted, to become inattentive.
focused, kind of like.
No, mind's nature by default, mind is distracted. So that is absence of mind. Distraction means absence of mind. Mindfulness means presence of mind. Presence of mind. Focusing the mind in the present moment. Focusing the mind in the activity that you are doing. That is mindfulness.
There are several classes outside, right, about mindfulness and everything.
Yeah.
They are getting copies from Bhagavad Gita.
Yes, and even if there are personality development programs or so many training sessions, so many books available in the market, but one thing they are lacking is the fundamental thing.
Tell their love to Krishna on Valentine's Day.
Oh wow, they made a project. Who did that? Human being?
Me and my mom.
You and your mom. Oh, very good. Come stand here.
Everybody coming to express their love, Prabhuji, to Krishna.
Yeah.
So they want to share what they love about Krishna.
Okay, very good, very good, beautiful.
Come, all of you stand. Stand here.
Show here for the online people. Show in the camera here. Yeah, hold it like this. So online, everybody, see here, Himanvi and her mom Sarita. They made a beautiful artwork project to show love for Krishna on Valentine's Day.
And we want to tell about Krishna, but I mean, ఒక శ్లోకం కానీ ఏదైనా సెర్చ్ చేద్దాం అనుకున్నాము. ఏది చదువుతున్నా అది తక్కువే ఏమో అనిపిస్తుంది. అందుకని మీరు చెప్పింది అనిర్వచనీయం రాధాకృష్ణ కథామృతం, అనిర్వచనీయం రాధాకృష్ణ సౌందర్యామృతం, అనిర్వచనీయం రాధాకృష్ణ ప్రేమామృతం, అండ్ సదా స్మరణీయం Radha Krishna Namamritam.
Very good, very good. So I'll read that again. Take this mic and read loud.
Anirvachaniyam Radha Krishna.
That's Sanskrit, by the way, not Telugu, okay? Yes.
Anirvachaniyam Radha Krishna Kadamrutam, Anirvachaniyam Radha Krishna Saundaryamrutam, Anirvachaniyam Radha Krishna Premamrutam, Sada Smarananiyam Radha Krishna Namamrutam.
Very good, very good. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Today kids, they want to express their love to Krishna on occasion of Valentine's Day. And each one, they want to share what they love about Krishna.
Okay.
Radha Krishna.
And at the end you can say, I love you, Krishna.
Yeah, they want to love only Radha Krishna.
Yeah.
Okay. So they want to share each of us.
Yes.
Who won first? Yeah. What you love about Krishna? Some people will love Krishna's beauty. Some people will Krishna's naughtiness. Some people will love Krishna's beauty. Some people will love Krishna's love, how he loves all. So what you love, you just, okay?
Yes.
I like how Krishna is so naughty.
I like how Krishna is so naughty. Very good. Huh? Yes, and that is what we relish most. उनका नटखट के बारे में बहुत इतने कथा सुनते हैं.
You can tell about class also.
I like when Krishna steals butter.
You like when Krishna steals butter?
Yeah, I want to sing that line. So first line in Prabhu.
Vraje Prasiddham.
Vraje Prasiddham Navanita Chauram Gopangananam Chadukula Chauram Vraje Prasiddham Navanita Chauram Gopangananam Chadukula Chauram Aneka Janma Jita Papa Chauram Aneka Janma Jita Papa Chauram Chauragraganyam Purusham Namami Chauragraganyam Purusham Namami Sri Radhikaya Hridayasya Chauram Sri Radhikaya Hridayasya Chauram Navambuda Shyamalakanti Chauram Navambuda Shyamalakanti Chauram Padashritanam Samasta Chauram Padashritanam Samasta Chauram Chauragraganyam Purusham Namami Chauragraganyam Purusham Namami
Sri Chauragraganya Purusham.
Very good. Chaptawa, Dhruti? Yes.
I like how Krishna is naughty.
You like how Krishna being naughty? Yes.
Stand there.
What's your name?
My name is Uddhared.
Atharv. Oh, very good. Very good. Very confident. Confident Atharv. What do you like about Krishna?
I like being very smiley.
Oh, Krishna smile. You like Krishna smile.
Yeah.
Very good. Atharv, evaru me abbaya? Okay, idra? Okay, very good.
I like the way that Krishna steals butter.
Krishna stealing butter, yes.
I like how Krishna plays the flute.
Oh, Krishna playing the flute. Very good, very good.
I like how he lifted up the Govardhan hill, showing that he's God.
You like, is there a picture here? Yes, there is a picture. Krishna lifting Govardhan hill. Very good. Tanish?
Just say Hare Krishna, that's it. We will understand what you want. You also say Hare Krishna.
Oh yeah, you. Come here. Come here. What do you like about Krishna? Huh? Just say, I love Krishna. I like Krishna. I like Krishna.
Maybe he likes Krishna's calmness. That's why he's
Yes.
telling. Say all of you, love you, Krishna.
Love you, Krishna. Vasavi,
I
any
think
shloka?
Prabhuji, they need goodness cookies for sure next time.
Oh yes, they definitely deserve goodness cookies. Big round of applause to all these kids. Vasavi, any shloka? You want to sing a shloka? From Mukundamala Stotra or anything? Anything about flute?
I don't know anything about flute, but I'll choose 35th shloka.
Ah.
Shinvanjanardana katha guna kirtanani tehena yasya pulakodgamaro maraji notpadyate nayanayorvimanabhumala diktasya jeevitamaho purushadhamasya.
Very good. Okay. Yes, yes. So you all stand
Hold it. Yeah, all of you.
together. Yes, here everybody. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Love you, Krishna.
Love you, Krishna. Yes, very good. Good. Big round of applause to Sarita also for organizing this. Impromptu. Impromptu.
Come, sit all. Prabhuji Kirtan చెప్తారంట మనం చాంట్ చేద్దాం.
No, I'm
Kids are hungry?
Any shloka, Prabhuji, that tells Krishna's ఈ సౌందర్యం అంటే చాలా శ్లోకాలు ఉన్నాయి. అలా ప్రేమ గురించి చెప్పే హౌ కృష్ణ లవ్స్ అనే దాని గురించి ఏమన్నా శ్లోకం?
ప్రేమ గురించా? నిన్న చెప్పుకున్నా కదా విష్ణు సహస్రనామంలో క్లాస్లో. సారథ్య పార్షద సేవన సౌఖ్య దౌత్య వీరాసనానుగమన స్తవన ప్రణామ స్నిగ్ధేషు పాండుషు జగత్ ప్రణతిం చ విష్ణుర్ భక్తిం కరోతి నృపతిశ్చరణారవిందే. Krishna acted as Radhasarathi to Arjuna. Krishna acted as a servant to all the Pandavas. Krishna acted as a night watchman for the Pandavas on Kurukshetra war field. Krishna used to bring water to Pandavas during the war. Krishna did so many things for Pandavas. So this shows Krishna's Bhakta Vatsalyata. This shows how much Krishna loves all of us. So, but there can be other shlokas where some direct words of Krishna's love is mentioned. Not able to recollect now. I will. When I recollect, I'll tell you. Yeah. But this is exactly shows what the Krishna has done for the devotees. Yeah.
డివోటీ కోసం రథసారథిగా మారి చేయడం అంటే నాట్
Yeah.
రథసారథిగా మారడమే కాదు, గుర్రాలను కూడా సేవ చేస్తారు.
Yeah.
Feed
గుర్రాలు. రాజస్వ యజ్ఞంలో. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. We'll do a small kirtan, 5 minutes, because kids are hungry. Abhishek, is there mudanga? You want to play mudanga? Huh? We don't have any mridanga player? Shiva? No, whatever you can play. Arun, sir? Shiva, it's here.
Which one is there? Oh, okay.
So we'll sing a kirtan called Mana Shiksha. It's all about training the mind. This is written by Raghunath Das Goswami. Okay, the word Mana Shiksha means instruction or discipline. Mana means manas. It's a training to the mind. Gurau Ghost. This is the same tune as we sang Nityananda Ashtakam last week or a week before that. Okay, same tune, Shikarini meter. Gurau Goshte Goshta Laisu Sujane Suragane Swamantre Shri Namni Vrajana Vayuvat Bhanva Sharane Swamantre Shri Namni Sadadambam Hidva Kururatima Purvamatitaram Aye Swantar Bhratas Chatubirabiya Chetritapada. Keep playing, Zanga. O my brother mind, with these pleasing words, I grasp your feet and pray to you. Always abandon pride and develop great and unparalleled attachment to the Guru, the pasturing grounds of Braja, the cowherd folk that reside there, the devotees, the Brahmanas, one's mantra, the holy name, and the shelter of the ever youthful divine couple of Braja. So this is a special type of prayer. Raghunath Das Goswami is holding his own feet and praying, "Oh mind, please behave properly." Just like when we tell to children, right? You behave properly. Like that, this Acharya is training his mind. In psychology or in the personality development programs, they say something. Whatever you say 1,000 times, that will happen. If you say that, I want to stop eating sweets. Let's say there's a diabetic patient. Simply by desiring it may or may not happen. But if they vocalize it, they have to stand in front of the mirror or they have to say louder, I want to stop eating sweets. If you say 1,000 times, it will happen. Because the words have the power to influence mind. That's why this Acharya Raghunath Das Goswami, he's vocalizing it. He's vocalizing and training the mind, saying that, oh mind, please give away the pride and the false ego, all these anarthas. Na dharmam na dharmam Shruti gana niruktam kila kuru Vraje Radha Krishna प्रचुर परिचर्या निहतनो सचीशूनो नन्दीश्वरपति सुतत्वे गुरुवरम् मुकुन्द प्रेस्तत्वे स्मर परमजस्रं ननु मना O mind, do not perform either dharma or adharma that is mentioned in the Shruti. Instead, engage in intense service to Radha Krishna here in Braja. Also, constantly remember the son of Shachi, who is the son of the Lord of Nandishwara. And remember the Guru, who is most dear to Mukunda. See, on the day of Shivaratri, Nandishwara. Yadicherāvāsam vrajabhuvi sarāgam pratijanur Yuvadvandvam tachet paricharitumārādabhilashe Swarupam Shri Rupam Sagadamiha tasyagrajamapi Sputam premna nityam smaranamatadhatvam shrunumana O mind, please listen. If you decide to reside in Braja, with raga, birth after birth, with raga means with love and affection, okay, with attachment. O mind, please listen. If you decide to reside in Braja, with raga, birth after birth, and if you wish to directly serve the youthful divine couple, then you must constantly and specifically meditate upon and offer respect with love onto Swarupa Damodara, Shri Rupa, his brother Sanatana, and their associates. Asadvarta Veshya Visrijamati Sarvasva Harini Kata Mukti Vyagra Nashruno Kila Sarvatma Gilanai Apityatva Lakshmi Patiratimito Vyomanayani Vraje Radha Krishna Swarati Manidhau Tvam Bhajamana O mind, reject the prostitute of mundane talk who steals one's intelligence. Do not listen to talk about mukti, which is like tigress, who will completely devour your very existence. You must even abandon any attachment towards Lakshmi Pati, which leads you to Vaikuntha. You should simply worship Radha Krishna in Braja, who will award you the gem of attachment for them. Basically here, Raghunath Goswami is saying that do not engage your mind in discussing unnecessary topics. Okay? Asachesta kashta pradavikata prasali biriha Prakamam kamadi prakata pratapati vyakarakai प्रीतिकरै गले बद्ध्वा हन्ये हमिति भक्तिं वर्त्मगणे कुरु त्वं पूकारन् अवति सयता त्वां मन इता O mind, like robbers on an open road, lust, etc., happily bind my neck with the terrible nooses of my useless endeavors in this world, and they are killing me. Thus, you must cry out to those guardians of the path that leads to Krishna, the slayer of Baka, and they will save you from the hands of those thugs. In the previous shloka, talking about unnecessary things should be avoided, and here performing sinful activities should be, the tendency should be avoided. Okay, sixth one. Hare cheta prodhyat kapatakutinati bharakara Charanmutre snatva dahasi ātmanātmānaṁ mam Sadatvam gandharva giridhara pada prema vilasat Sudambodhau snatva tvamapi nitaram mam cha sukhaya O mind, why are you bathing in the caustic urine of the great donkey of full-blown deceit and hypocrisy? By doing so, you are burning both you and me. Instead, you should constantly bathe in the ambrosial ocean of prema emanating from the feet of Gandharva Giridhari, which will thoroughly delight both of us. Okay, so some very high, lofty comparison is there. Pratishta drushta swapacha ramani me hrudinatet Katam sadhu prema sprashati suchire tannanumana Sadatvam sevasva prabudayita samanitamatulam Yatatvam nishkakshya tvaritamihatam veshayati sa O mind, how can the highest and purest prema ever touch my heart, while the desire for prestige dances there like a shameless dog eating outcast women? You must constantly serve those unparalleled generals of the army of the Lord who are most dear to him. They can quickly expel that woman and allow prema to enter the heart. Yata drushtatvam me dayavati spastai davayati satasyapi kripaya Yata mahyam prema mritamapi dadatyujvalamasau यथा श्रीगान्धर्वा भजन विदये प्रेरयति माम् तदा गोष्ठे ताक्त्वा गिरिधरमिह त्वं भजमना. In order that he will mercifully drive away my malice, in order that he will give me the splendid nectar of prema, and in order that he will inspire me to engage in the bhajana of Sri Gandharva, O mind, with a voice full of lamentation, you must do bhajana of Giridhara in Vraja. मदीशानातत्वे व्रज विपिन चन्द्रं व्रजवने स्वरीं तन्नातत्वे तदतुलसखित्वे तुललिताम् विशाखां शिक्षाली वितरण गुरुत्वे प्रियसरो गिरीन्द्रौ तत्प्रेक्षा ललितरतिधत्वे स्मरमना. O mind, remember Vraja Vipina Chandra as the lord of my mistress. Also remember my mistress Vraja Vaneshwari, as well as her friends, the incomparable Lalita and the Guru Vishaka, who imparts many instructions. Also remember her beloved lake and king of mountains, who just by seeing them bestow charming attachment to the divine couple. रतिं गौरी लीले अपि तपति सौन्दर्य किरणै शची लक्ष्मी सत्या परिभवति सौभाग्यवलनै वशीकारैश्चन्द्र वलिमुखनवीन व्रजसती क्षिपत्याराध्यातां हरिदयितराधां भजमना. O mind, worship Hari's beloved Radha, who burns Rati, Gauri and Leela with the rays of her beauty. She defeats Shachi, Lakshmi and Satyabhama with the power of her good fortune. And by her ability to control Krishna, she casts aside the chaste young girls of Vraja headed by Chandravali. समं श्रीरूपेण स्मर विवश राधा गिरिभृतोर् व्रजे साक्षात् सेवा लभन विधये तद्गुणयुजो तदीज्याख्याधाना श्रवणनति पञ्चामृतमिदम् दयन्नित्या गोवर्धनम् अनुदिनं त्वं भजमना. O mind, in order to attain the direct service of Radha Giridhara, who are intoxicated with amorous desire in the association of their associates in Braja, you should eternally drink as prescribed by Sri Rupa Panchamrita in the form of worshipping them, chanting their names, meditating upon them, hearing about them and offering them obeisances. You should also perform bhajana of Govardhana daily. The last one. This is the Falashruti. Mana shiksha daika dashaka varametan madhuraya. Gira gayatyuchay samadigata sarvatayatiya. Sayuta Shri Rupa Nuga Iha Bhavan Gokulavane. Jano Radha Krishna Tulabha Janaratnam Salabate. Anyone in the group under Sri Rupa who loudly sings these 11 excellent instructions to the mind in the forest of Gokula in a sweet voice with a proper understanding will certainly attain the incomparable jewel of worshipping Radha Krishna. Shri Shri Radha Krishna Bhagavan ki jai. Grantara Srimad Bhagavad Gita ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Shri Manas Shiksha and Rupa Raghunath Das Goswami ki jai. Okay. Thank you everyone for coming. Now we will go to the best part of the program. Lunch pizzas. Thank you. Yes, Prabhu. Yeah. Sanjay Prabhu wants to say something.
Yeah. Yes. So I want to congratulate you basically. In your past life, you were devotees actually. So that's why you are here by the Krishna's will. That's the amazing thing basically. And Gaurang Prabhu has said that anybody born in India has to preach. Preaching, like Kasam Prabhu is preaching, right? It's not like the preaching basically. You have to spread the Krishna consciousness to everybody. That's the amazing part basically. Another thing is me and my wife, Ekta, we have opened a restaurant. It's a cloud kitchen. Basically, it's a pickup or we can deliver food, basically. So it's in, and there is a website called ektaskitchen.com. So you can visit that site and you can know more about us. Basically. Thank you. So it was open in January only, basically. Thank you. Ekta's Kitchen.
It's all Sattvic kitchen, Sattvic food, good for health, good for body, mind and soul. Okay? Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, online everyone. Hope you like the Kirtan and you can practice singing that. You can meditate on this. You can hold on to your own feet and pray to your feet and pray to your mind that, oh mind, please don't do this. Please let me focus. Simultaneously, while praying to Krishna, you pray to your own mind. Okay?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Thank you for the class.
Hare Krishna. Thank you everyone. We'll see you all tomorrow, next week. Okay? Hare Krishna.
Hare
Hare Krishna.